Alrighty, hey everyone, Alan Dev here. Today we got the Framework 12. We'll do a short unboxing and setup here. So let's get right into it. Immediately we are greeted with the input cover kit. I'm going to pull tab to pull this up. This is the keyboard, and here are the expansion modules I picked, which were the, let's see if it'll focus. We got USB-A, HDMI, and then the two colored expansion cards for my USB-C. And then my color match budger, but mine is going to be black. So obviously it just looks like my other ones. And what is this? We got some Framework stickers. Scan to get started. I'm assuming that's the setup guide. Let's just see. There's some like legal. Pull the laptop out. Comes in like a similar paper as Framework 16 had. I don't remember if my 13 had that, but yeah, we have the Framework 12. Let's see what it says. It says, well, actually, does this have my serial number? It might, but I'll just read it out this way then. It's it's not too heavy too. 13th gen Intel Core i3 1315U. So it's not the most powerful system, but this will be used primarily for just some basic stuff like web browsing, maybe some 3D file slicing, cleaning up board schematics, stuff like that. So okay, we'll get this. Let's see. Unlike the other frameworks, this is entirely mainly a plastic shell, and let's see. Yeah, nothing in here except for the cover for that. Now, what I do like about this is that there is, let's see if it'll focus. Oh yeah, they added pogo pins for the keyboard connection. So let me go downstairs and grab my SSD and RAM, because also there's a 2-in-1, so I can like fold it flat like that. Doesn't look like the screen has any screen protector on it, or like anything plastic on it. But yeah, let me go get that. Let me get that, and then I'll switch the view to something overhead. So, all right, and so my RAM selection was just a single module, Corsair Vengeance DDR5, 32 gigs at running at 5600 megahertz. I forget the CL timing on this, but I know it's not great. Either way, the system's not high-end spec, so I didn't pay attention, or I'm not going for the highest end there. And then for my storage spec, I did, it only accepts 2230, so I just picked the AdLink 2TB Gen 4 drive that was available on Amazon. I'll have links to both of these in the description if you guys are interested. Like how there's a pull tab on the battery, pull tab for, what is that? Sorry, I was just looking at these connectors here. This looks like it's the display, and what is this one? This one's also maybe the display? Oh, touching USB, okay. Wish there were an option to fit like dual channel memory in here somehow. Anyways, let's get this installed. First, we'll do the drive. This installed, I just have to pop open this little tab here. And then I just slot this guy right there, put it like that, flip it in. I like that a lot, actually. Cool. Put this back up. That's the memory slot, which we're doing next. And all we are going to do is line up the notch there. And just push the, oh, let's line this up in the slot here. And just like that. That's pretty much all we have to do, which is actually crazy. It's nice that the screws are undone, but let's get the input cover opened up here. Zoom out here. Oops. Here we have the touch or input cover. There's the pogo connectors. Oh, I could adapt this to like something else. That's interesting. First impression is just in my hand. Feels solid. Feels very similar to like a Microsoft Surface keyboard. Feels more tactile than my 13 actually, which is kind of crazy. Nice smooth trackpad. Anyways, this just goes in on top like that. Oh wait a minute. Flip this back up. Make sure I do that for the RAM slot. Maybe it slots in at the bottom first. Oh, it does. Okay. You know, I kind of wish this was black as well, but eh. Cool. I think that pretty much sums it up. What will lock that in place is the screws on the back, which the framework tool should handle. Alright, that's that. Let's just double check. Feels good. I didn't even notice there's little two little let's do that here. Like raised edges here. So I guess make sure the screen doesn't slam down. Also, small note, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there are small logos now engraved on the display for webcam and microphone, which is nice. What is not nice is how thick these bezels are, once you see when this gets on. Just going around the side of the laptop here, we have speakers here, power button, expansion slots, vent, hinges, not exactly rubber, but just, kind of like a TPU plastic. I think that's what it is. Kensington lock, I believe, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. Alright, so let's get these all in. These are nice. A nice black expansion USB-C module with like a gray inner area, which you won't really see, but this is what you'll see on the outside. We'll get those here. I haven't checked if there's any chart of like any optimal expansion slot plug-in layout here, but if there is, I'll figure that out later if I run into any issues. So, alrighty, USB-C here. USB, I probably want this on the right side. Cool, that's what it looks like. And it has a similar system to the 16 where you're using these slides here to lock things in place. And now they will not come out. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let's see if it powers on now. Nothing, okay. Well, I do have a charge light. And I do have power. We have power lights. Let's see if it comes on. So far it's silent, but maybe it just takes a sec for memory training to go through. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Now there is a couldn't detect operating system error message. So let's get my thumb drive installed here. Take a look at the screen quality. And just at a glance, doesn't seem horrible. Yeah, these bezels, man. Next iteration, I want an AMD spec mainboard, potentially with dual channel. This is like my wish list. Thinner bezels. Doesn't have to be super, like, you know, you can leave the branding as best as you can. I know there needs to be a spot for the digitizer circuitry, but this is, yeah, designed in a really repairable way. And then possibly high refresh rate if you can. That would be like cream of the crop there. I haven't got the stylus because I believe that hasn't gone on pre-order yet, but maybe at the time I get this uploaded, it will be available for pre-order. But I'm gonna get this install going, and yeah, let me know if you want a follow-up video of how this is going. Like maybe make some comments. Just a quick follow-up here as I'm going through the install here. I've noticed one small issue I'm probably going to have to contact their support about. The right side of my trackpad has a lot more play. Like, look at that. Like pressing at the bottom. I noticed it when I unboxed it, but I thought it was maybe a support thing. But you look at the left side here. I'm applying this like roughly the same amount of force. Seems fine. It feels solid, by the way, when it on the side that seems functional. But this side, like, I don't think that's an acceptable amount of play. Like, look at that gap too. That side has no play. This side, I can definitely feel this going down. But yeah, we'll see. All right, we are back with a input cover replacement from Framework finally. This took around 3 weeks, so apologies if some things have changed. I haven't even edited the video yet, but let me just double check. After adjusting the screw here, I think the input pad was fine, or the trackpad was fine. I'm still going to replace it anyway because they sent it out to me. Just another thing to know, I don't know if I run into issues later down the line. When I got the package, it came a little bit bent, pre-creased, and it's kind of bowed too, but if it's protected well enough, I think it should be fine. But anyways, let's open this up. Okay, so it looks like there is a little crease right there, right along with where the package was creased. Let's get this out. And I'll be needing to ship the old one back, but we'll see here. Maybe this new one's damaged and worse than the factory one, the OEM one. Okay, so just a quick look on the back here. A lot of fingerprints here. Interesting. Oh my god. Okay. Listening to it from here did not feel good, but this isn't the intended use case. Let's just take a look at it. It is not really, maybe slightly bowed, but it's not. Maybe that's just, normal because it's kind of plastic. But let's get this stock one off and then go from there. Luckily, there's no ribbon kibble to worry about here. It should just pop off. Okay. Yeah, after I adjusted that screw, you can see this one doesn't have that metal clanking noise, but let's put this off to the side. I'm also just double checking the screw alignment here. And just glancing at the two. They almost seem identical. I will just get this in and we'll see if the feel is any different. Let me see if there's any differences between the two actually. The bottom one's the old one, here's the new one. Yeah, I'm not seeing too many differences just from a visual comparison, but okay, let's get this one installed. It could be placebo, but just it probably is placebo. I was gonna say, just even before it's screwed, this keyboard already feels better, but we'll see. After talking with Framework support, they did say it's not supposed to be quite the same as the Framework 13, which does make sense since it's a different laptop, different size keys, different layout, different materials. I think that's all of them. Sweet. Okay, let's get this powered on. One thing I wish this keyboard had was, oh wait. Okay, I thought I heard like a weird hinge click, but I wish this had a fingerprint reader on the keyboard like the Framework 13 and 16 do. Oh, actually, yeah, this trackpad feels, yeah, actually, I think a replacement was warranted. So let me just type the password here. Let's go to monkey type. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem. My mouse is not being registered. Do restart maybe? Okay, restarting should not take this long. Let me just hard power. Oh, okay, I'm getting no mouse input, so we need to put it to sleep and take it apart again. Wow, it's crazy how much noise this thing keeps back. Okay, just double checking this. Ribbon cable is seated. I'm gonna reseat it again and see if I get mouse input now. Yeah, but these clips are designed so it slots into the bottom. So do the bottom first and set it down. Okay, now I have mouse input, though the laptop is kind of lagging. figure that out later. Okay, at least we verified that input. Monkey type. Alright, keyboard test. Oops. Got 90 that time. We'll try it again. That was worse. I'm having a hard time adjust to, I think, the smaller spacing. As you can see, my full-size keyboard's over here. It's eluding the full one, full analog. We'll do one more. 86, yeah. I think, overall, the feedback I'm getting from pressing keys is not as solid compared to like the Framework 13 or 16. Like, whenever I press a key, sometimes I'm kind of second-guessing myself mentally when I'm typing, so I find myself double-checking if the input went through. But then again, these are all first impressions, but I've had the laptop for like a month now, but just haven't used it too much because of this. Yeah, noise-wise, it's fine. I don't know how I feel about these colored expansion cards now. Oops. There's a silver one you see, and both of them don't match the chassis at all, so like, I don't know how I feel about like a lot of this stuff. But then again, just all in all, it is a budget laptop. It's not going to be like a gaming machine. Although I would like to turn it into something like that. Like, I wanted this type of form factor for the 13. Like, in my head, the best of both worlds would be to take the 12 and then take the 13 and just like combine the two, right? I don't know. They probably, I mean, they could like later down the line. It's just not what they're focusing on, though. You know, might require keyboard redesign, thermal redesign, things like that, you know. But yeah, my Framework 12 is now finally complete with the dbrand scan applied. If you guys want any more things that you would like to see from the Framework 12, let me know. I can do a follow-up video for like benchmarks or program tests and all that. I believe I have the most basic processor one, not the high-spec one. But yeah, on that note, just follow up on Framework stuff. Today, or yesterday, August 5th, they released a driver bundle for the Framework 16, which fixes the 240 watt power issue with the dedicated GPU. And just from a first test, I did Final Fantasy VII Remake with my Delta 240 watt power supply, or charger for the laptop, and I was seeing way more stable FPS and a lot. There was no battery drain, so a lot better performance. Like, I think I was seeing at least 20 frames more than my other video, so I think I'll definitely go back and make another Framework 16 video for that, because I just feel like that BIOS update unlocked so much if you have a 240 watt charger. But anyways, that's all for now. I'll be sending this back to Framework support. The process into getting this was a little bit annoying, but overall, can't complain too much. I'm pretty satisfied with this. This will probably be kind of just like a throw around laptop, I don't care if I get this one scuffed up because it's all plastic, right? So yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.